Hi, this is Rick Eymer, sports editor at the Palo Alto Weekly. We're here today with Aiden Chang. He's a football player at Palo Alto High School. Last week against Homestead, he rushed for 239 yards on 32 carries, his best ever at any level, we'll get to in a minute, and led the team to their first victory. And it was a nice one because it was a league victory. So they're undefeated in league right now with the bye coming up this week. So let's just talk about the Homestead game a little bit. What was going on and what made you so successful?
Our offensive line did great, first of all. They wide holes to run through, nice pass blocking. Our defense shut down their run game. Homestead's a heavy run team, and then they usually average over 200 yards rushing. But I think they got under 100 yards because their defense had to stop. They stopped them over and over and over again, and then they had to punt a lot. So we got the ball most of the time.
So beyond that, now you had to take over for Paul Jackson III, which of course he's one of the really good running backs in this area the last couple of years. I mean, he got hurt. That's why you took over. It wasn't because anything else. But did you feel any added pressure because it was him particularly?
No. I mean, football's all about next man up, and then Paul Jackson got hurt. I had to step up for him. He was a great mentor for me. He was always giving me advice how to run and how could I get better on the sideline even though he was hurt, and that really, really helped me.
Now, your actual first varsity game was about an 80-yard game or something like that. And, against Midi, it's like 80-something, I know. At that time, did you feel, okay, I can play at this level?
At that time, I was kind of nervous because it was my first game. But, next man up, you got to do what you got to do. You got to go in and play.
Mm-hmm. So, like we said, 239 yards is his career best. He said, I can't remember exactly. We'll get to that. But you played in Pop Warner, too, and the whole thing, and you never had more than, I can't remember exactly. But how many yards is your previous best?
180 yards was my previous best. Never had a game like this.
So it was pretty enjoyable. Exactly. Now, you talk about your offensive linemen. In particular, I know that they seem to be pretty active, just from what I've seen of them. And by active, I mean they're staying with their blocks. They sometimes block more than one guy. Is that something you have to appreciate, I guess?
Yeah, they're out there. They're communicating with each other. They're talking about how they're going to open holes, and then they have to drive them every single play. And to do that, there's about 50 to 70 plays each football game, and they have to drive them every single time.
And it looks like they did. The other thing is that not only did your running back get hurt, but your quarterback got hurt, and you had to have a new quarterback step in the last couple of weeks. It obviously seemed like he did something last week that got the confidence of the team with him, and just kind of talk about him a little bit.
Kyle, man, football's all about the next man up. Even though he didn't get enough snaps on Scout, he didn't get too much, but he really stepped in when Jackson got hurt. He threw that touchdown pass, and then he's back on track.
So we discussed the lineman a little bit about opening holes and everything, and there's a lot to that. I mean, what is your lineman like, out there? How do you appreciate him?
I appreciate how they got great communication, and then all 70 plays they go and drive block. Herb, Andreas, Kevin, Alex, Messi, and Joe, all of them, all 70 plays, gives their full effort so we can run through.
Okay, and then, of course, not only did you lose a running back, you also lost a quarterback. Kyle had to step in last couple of weeks, and this week he really did very well. I mean, how is he as a leader?
We weren't too sure when he first stepped in because we had Jackson for the first 3 games and Kyle got 1 or 2 snaps. But he threw in, scored that touchdown, really stepped up as leader. And, yeah.
Just talk about, you frustrating first 4 weeks of the season. You finally get a win, and you go into a bye week on a high. How do you look at the rest of the year?
We were on 4 losses, all the energy's down, and then we had a real good talk, and we're coming back as a team, and we get this first win. It's a massive boost of energy for us. We can go play out. We're first tied in the league.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a whole new season. So we've been talking to Aiden Chang. He's our Athlete of the Week this week. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And if you want to find out who's Athlete of the Week next week, just click on the subscribe button below or visit us at pasportsonline.com.